So Zeff, thanks for joining us today at Stuttgart Invest. Um, can you tell us a little bit about the Tesoro Gold project in Chile and also some of the latest developments there?
Yeah, thanks, Matthew. Good to be here. Tesoro is an ASX listed company. We also trade on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. We have the El Zorro Gold project, which is located in northern Chile in the Atacama Desert. Currently, we have 1.5 million ounces at the Tenera gold deposit within El Zorro. We're progressing that through into the development phase. We're continuing to drill there and grow it, and we're seeing that taking that through to a mine in the next couple of years.
And you just had quite a successful capital raise, raising 11 million. Can you tell us a little bit about that and also the institutional appetite for that raise?
Yeah, so we just completed $11 million capital raising. We had a number of our existing major shareholders participate in that, which are a good mix of institutional and family office investors, but also, and importantly, Goldfields, major gold producer, is a major shareholder in the business, and they participated again. Goldfields currently own around 17% of the shares in Tesoro. So we had a very strong demand for that capital raising, well over the 11 million that we were seeking, but it was well supported by institutional investors, not only from Australia, but also Europe and the UK.
Yeah, that was a really great result in closing so quickly. And you've just drilled around 22 diamond drilling holes in Chile. Can you tell us a little bit about the results from those and what that brought up?
Yeah, so since we announced our last resource, which is back in 2023, to produce that 1.5 million ounces that we have so far, we've drilled around 20,000 metres of additional drilling. We've constantly been finding new ore zones in and around our existing deposit, and we're using that information to produce an updated mineral resource estimate, which we expect somewhere around the middle of the year, most likely in July is what we're targeting. And that drilling, once that resource is done, will then feed into an updated scoping study and financial study of a larger scale mine that we think Tenera is able to support.
And the operating environment in Chile, I hear, is very supportive of mining and resource companies. Can you elaborate a little bit on that for us?
Yeah, well, we think Chile is a fantastic place for a mining company to do business, and particularly the region that we operate in. So where we operate is in the Atacama region. It is dominated by mining projects, and there's a number of large mining companies already operating within the region, and they're making considerable investment, those companies. You're talking about the BHPs and Antofagastas of the world, and they're making big investments into Chile, which is a good endorsement for the jurisdiction. Things are getting permitted. It's a very stable regime there in terms of how you get a mining project permitted and the regulations. We have fantastic infrastructure around us, around the El Zorro project, to support the building of and operation of a gold mine, including power and water. And I really think that Chile is one of the best jurisdictions in the world to be developing a gold mine.
And that sort of leads me to my next question. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the other companies that are operating in Chile and what's been happening there lately?
Yeah, so going back to our major shareholder, Goldfields, they've recently put into production the Salares Norte gold mine, which is around 160 kilometres from us, but inland up in the high Andes. So they successfully permitted that. That's nearing full production. And there's been some big investments from some of those major mining houses. BHP have expanded the Escondida copper mine. Anglo have just had a big expansion at one of their mines permitted. So there's a lot of foreign investment getting put into Chile, and in our region, the companies that are operating are the likes of Lundin Mining, Kinross, Goldfields, and also local companies such as CAP, which we're actually partnering with on some of the infrastructure solutions for El Zorro, as they own quite a bit of infrastructure around, including a desalination plant and a power line, which we've working with them to provide water and power to the Tenera gold deposit mine.
And just finally, if we're going to talk again in 12 months' time, what will Tesoro look like in 12 months' time?
Well, we think that we'll have the Tenera deposit will continue to expand. We won't stop drilling there. We haven't found the end of Tenera, but we'll be well and truly into a feasibility study for the project. And in the meantime, we're also exploring up and down what is now Chile's first ever intrusive related gold system. And we've got a number of very compelling targets, so we're hopeful we'll have some more discoveries to announce over the coming 12 months as well. But I think you'll see a big shift in valuation for the company as we announce an updated resource, updated financial metrics, and continue to de-risk and progress the project through getting it ready for development.
So a lot for investors to look forward to in the next 12 months. Zeff, thanks so much for joining us at Invest 2025.
Thanks, Matthew. Thanks for the time.
Pleasure.